I'm going to show you some of the longest lasting fragrances in my collection, starting with the most affordable one, Youp. Found for 20 bucks, 4.2 ounces. It's still a powerhouse of a fragrance. Simply, it smells like vanilla and cinnamon. It also smells like a famous fragrance called Original Santal by Creed. Similarities to that fragrance, lots of them. People on blogs compare it to that. Be warned, only spray this 2 times max, 3 the most, or you'll choke the room out. Lasting power is impressive. Next fragrance, coming in right around $40, Azzaro's Wanted by Night. Why does this thing that looks like a bullet and it looks like a revolver of a gun last so long? Because it has Ambrox and an ISOE Super. It gets you compliments, it's sexy, it's not too loud, but loud enough. It does last a long time. If you spray it on your clothes and don't wash your clothes, you got 2 to 3 days of that fragrance on your clothes. The next one is a fragrance called Diesel Fuel for Life. It came out in 2007 by Jacques Cavalier. It comes in this cool little bag. It's about $40. It's got grapefruit in it. And anise. Anise is like a licorice note with raspberry and lavender. Can you imagine the fragrance notes of that? 7 to 10 hours is easy with this, but this is one of the lower end of the long-lasting fragrances on this list, but it's a good compliment getter for the price. Audience is 18 years to 40 on Diesel Fuel for Life. Fresh, fruity, smooth vibe. If you wanted to find a similar scent to this, look up something called Moschino Sailing. It goes in the same direction, probably less expensive. The next fragrance that's the longest lasting one in my collection is called Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum Concentration. Forget about it. It simply has citruses, a touch of mint, some jasmine in it. Then it has the ISOE Super note, which actually enhances and makes the other notes more clearable, more noticeable. It's got incense in the base, which is really making it masculine and powerful. Forget about it, man. If you spray this like 10 times on your shirt, it's a game over. It'll last 2 days maybe. Bleu de Chanel gets compliments. It's a dense citrus smell that is quite pleasing. The next Chanel fragrance that lasts a super long time is for you older dudes, because it's called Chanel Anatayus. Anatayus is a coriander lemon lime spicy fragrance from the 80s powerhouse. It does have some florals to calm it down a little bit. It has a sweet, deep, musky, earthy nuances in it. It has patchouli. How long does Anatayus by Chanel last? How long does it last? 10 hours or more. And the scent trail is enormous on this. A similar scent cheaper to Chanel Anatayus would be Aramis 900, Boucheron Jaipur, and even cheaper than that, you can go with One Man Show, which has the same opening, the same floral mids, but an oak moss ending. But I wouldn't recommend any of those if you can afford this one. The next longest lasting one in my collection is called Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum. As you can see, there are many different Givenchy Gentlemans. They started coming out in the 1970s, but this is the more advanced one from 2018. Powdery and masculine, very much a compliment getter. Stays on my skin 10 hours or longer. Stays on my clothes till the next day. Patchouli with black vanilla. It's like dark notes with sweet, spicy notes. It reminds 105 people that it smells like Valentino Uomo Intense. A poll was taken on the blog. Some people think it smells like Jerome Intense. It's a sweet fragrance, but underneath there's this hidden essence of peppery and spices where the special fear balsam woods lie there too. It's nice and it's very gentlemanly. And the next one is so nice as well, and you can get it. It's called Jerome Intense. Right here, Jerome Intense is simply a fragrance. You could wear it to bed. It smells awesome. You've got ambrette, lavender, muskmallow, and a pear note with some Virginia cedar on top of vetiver. This is just the epitome of what powdery, sexy fragrance smells like. It's very easy to wear and it lasts a long time. It's like a sweet, candied, masculine note. And the only one I ever found, and I'm not too fond of it, but if you can't afford Jerome Intense, you can simply find this one called Intense Man, which is $30. It's by a company called Zion. It's the closest to that scent that I found. Doesn't perform as well and doesn't have that beautiful natural organic feeling that Jerome Intense has, but if you were on a budget, this one is the one to get for the money. Next fragrance we have is called Tom Ford Black Orchid. In my collection, this fragrance is a spicy dark floral. Do you like the notes of dark chocolate on top of florals that men or women could wear? Then you might like this one. This one lasts for days. A similar scent that lasts easy for 25 hours as well, actually. This thing lasts forever. Another one I found was called Deep Scents. It smells very similar to that after it dries down. The next fragrance is called Yves Saint Laurent Y Eau de Parfum Apple Ginger Floral Wood. That's what you need to know. It's a superstar League of Champions fragrance for the upscale man, for the casual person. It's fresh, spicy, super long lasting, a little darker than all the rest of the Yves Saint Laurent Y in the collection. It is fresh, it is hardcore, and it dries down to a woody sage vetiver. 10 hours lasting on this for me. All ages 18 and up. And remember, if you're dressed up nice with your jeans or your nice collared shirt, stronger with you intensely. This fragrance reminded someone of his days when he used to go to a campfire, and he said he was roasting marshmallows, and that's what it smells like. And right when you smell it, I smell the essence of Carnival, because Carnival has this cotton candy type smell to it. That's just right off the first smell, but actually this is a sweet chestnut wooded fragrance with pink peppercorn. So you're thinking about a spicy, deep pepper, but fresh fragrance. It's amazing how you can wear this. It's got a deep gourmand style. It's called Stronger With You Intensely, and it does last a very long time. You just got to think it's a wooded, sugared, spiced ending. It has some sage in it to give it mint. So it's very unique, and it's very, very highly complimented by the ladies, even in South Beach, Miami, even in Texas, even in Chicago, and even for you, those of you who are watching from Ohio, thank you very much for staying to this point. I appreciate you guys from Ohio. This is a very versatile fragrance. I think you could wear this to work. You could wear this with a suit. You could wear this with a hoodie, and you will do very good with this. And it's one of my most recommended fragrances on this entire list. And then we cannot have a list of extremely long-lasting fragrances without this one. It's called Spice Bomb Extreme, and you have to see it. It just looks so good like that, nice and close to Victor and Rolf makes this. I actually named my dog after this fragrance, Victor. He's a German Shepherd. This fragrance, I wore it one day when the first time I was wearing it. My day started at 7 a.m. and I went to a dinner party at 7 p.m. direct from work. Forgot that I sprayed it. Of course, I sprayed it like a boss that morning. And I got compliments and I got hit on all night at that dinner party, especially from the hostess. The main note in this is vanilla, tobacco, and spices with some sprinkles of pepper as well. So you can do very good. And how about this one? Do not go out of the house. My wife says, don't leave the house while wearing this fragrance. It's called Acqua di Gio Profumo. Now that was when I was married. I'm not married right now. Acqua di Gio Profumo is a salty, aquatic, fresh citrus Hall of Fame fragrance that'll make you retire your old Giorgio Armani. This is the black bottle. You should wear it on those nights when you want to get noticed, those nights when you want to impress, those nights you can wear this and you will get noticed. Some people told me they were at a restaurant and people were buying them drinks, specifically single female were buying men drinks at the bar while he was wearing this fragrance. It's a masterpiece of a fragrance. People can wear it for clubbing, but people don't all know about this fragrance. It's called Acqua di Gio, the Profumo edition. And I'd like to ask you, what is your longest lasting designer fragrance in your collection? Comment that down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace and love.